doesn't exist. They're
Yes.
still they're from
Well,
that.
Earth does exist. There's the UED, right? The United Earth Directorate.
yeah.
But it's not in this
It's
sector
not in
of
the
the
game
galaxy.
though,
Yeah.
somehow.
But apparently,
It doesn't make any
oh,
sense.
anyways,
Where it's a game number 3. I like this tile set.
it's soothing, isn't
It's
it?
a nice one. Yeah, it makes you calm.
And we do see rocks into the main right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we're time to introduce the players, we have from Team Teamless. It is MaSa in the top right corner.
And over on the top left-hand side of the map, we have a red Protoss player who represents evil geniuses. It is HuK.
And we do see a bit of a wall behind his mineral line. I like that. Going gate gas again, no Nexus first.
Yep.
And yeah, if we look towards the right side of the base, we do see, once again, these rocks into the main. And this is
And
particularly...
they're in a very close position.
Yes,
yeah.
particularly important on this these positions. The rush distance once those rocks are down is so small. It's like Shakura's Plateau a little bit.
Exactly.
The old Shakura's Plateau. Ooh, we do see, that's a command center first for MaSa.
Yep.
Going, busting out that greedy build, and he is going to scout, looks like the wrong direction. So he's going to see his opponent last. Meanwhile, HuK still going for that one gate, one gas into fast expand. Yeah.
We'll take that. Similar to the, very different than the last map, but also similar in the sense that when you're in these positions at least, you're going to be expanding away from your opponent, and yet there's such a shortcut to your mains that it could get very tricky to really cover and defend things well, given that anyone could just, it's almost set up to be very much a base tradey map.
Yes, definitely.
You know, someone's going to attack your third or fourth, you're going to be able to dart directly into their main, and then go up and down.
Doom drops get a lot stronger. Yeah. I don't think we're going to see a tank push, though, on this map, just because it's way more wide open. You can't, there is no Bridge of Khazad-dûm, or 2 Bridge of Khazad-dûms on this map. Actually, another interesting thing, it's not really a ramp from your main to your nat, it's actually just an alley. Between the main and the natural there's no high ground. It's just little alley. But then there's a huge ramp at the natural. Yeah,
there's safety guards, as our observer pointed out on
which
the
is
side,
important.
So that you can't.
You don't
want
to fall off. That'd be
embarrassing.
These things,
because these are all floating somewhere.
Yeah, and the cost of each marine suit, it's apparently in the billions.
Yes.
So
I read the article, and then the graphic that came with it clearly showed it was 970,000.
Yes,
I also what are you
saw
talking
that.
about?
Yeah.
But whatever.
They considered it research. Ooh, we do have the Adept Shade. Looks like it's going to chase down this SCV, and will get that kill once it forbs in. Kind of just bumping its back until he catches up. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side of the map, ooh, we do see Proxy Twilight Council.
I like this.
This looks like it could be some DT drops, maybe.
Something I do, yeah.
Something like that. Looks like HuK waiting for the shade. Ooh, sees that there's a hole in the wall, gonna shade through there. No, he's not. No, interesting.
Actually, is there a hole?
There not a hole?
Yeah, there's a lot of these maps.
Oh, there
now.
is a hole.
No,
okay.
I like that he came back and proved it.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice save
I think it's
on that SC.
Yeah, he's not wearing the ear protection anymore, so he may have done that just for us.
Very kind.
That should be great. It's a great man. Great man. But there's a lot of maps, I was going to say, like that look like there's a gap, and yet a pylon blocks it or like whatever.
Yeah, and it's just kind of a weird.
It's going to take
they
people
did that
a
on
while
purpose.
to get used to that, for sure.
Blizzard knew. They were like, you know what would be funny?
Yeah.
Make it look like there's a hole in here, but actually a cannon can't be hit.
Yeah.
Take that, Zerg.
Oh.
I say that because I'm a Zerg player. Meanwhile, we do see that, it is going to be Proxy Dark Shrine. And we have seen some defensive turrets pretty frequently for MaSa, but meanwhile, we have the Hellions running in. Going to take a shot. No probe kills yet. Wow, still no probe kills. Wow, nice force field, too.
Yeah.
Going to pick off 2 probes, but well defended so far. That was really, really, really nice and extremely close to being pretty catastrophic. But
indeed, that Warp Prism coming in here now, the DT.
Do we have any turrets from the Terran player?
Almost done.
Do we even have an
No, he's got Widow Mines down, but they're not burrowed. He probably will have
no engineering bay. This actually
is getting the engineering
he's just starting
now.
This could be.
Does he have scans?
Really, really big damage.
No energy on the main command center.
HuK's going to drop those
No
DTs
energy on the other. This will do a lot of damage.
Oh, wow. And he sees
it, drops him back down.
Wow.
Warp Prism coming in. We'll see the medevac go out.
HuK actually, wow, he's going to warp in 3 more DTs.
Yeah,
that is
probably seeing
he might just go for the kill. There's might not be enough army to actually fight these DTs.
Very well get it. Will stop.
Meanwhile,
it doesn't stop the turret.
Drop coming into the main base. Looks like
repels.
Wow, it did it even get? I don't think it got a shot off on those Widow Mines. Meanwhile, 1 more Widow Mine going into the natural though. It's not dropping yet. Yep. Oh, pylon overcharge just in time. Yep. Nicely done.
These DTs still going to work. They are split up around.
Wow, GG.
Yeah, very effective with no detection. The ability to warp him in. There's no way he's going to get 5 and even 2 scans.
No, that's
like 1.
And once I think he realized that there was no engineering bay and just decided to
I'll warp in more. I've got this.
Yeah, and just fight the army instead of because if you can kill enough of the army, DTs have very good DPS. So even when they're visible, you still need a big enough army. You can't just fight them with 4 Marines and win. Like
exactly.
You need quite a bit.
And they'll still one-shot those Marines.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well played by HuK, and he takes a 2-1 lead.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. 2-1 over MaSa at the moment. This, of course, is a best of 7.
Yes. Yeah.
HuK getting up between matches, wandering around. MaSa staying, sitting down, focused.
Well, really, that's the difference between Koreans and foreigners.
That is true.
Foreigners, they walk away from the game. They show how little passion they really have.
Exactly.
Whereas Koreans, they're dialed in the whole time.
And yet the foreigner. Well, most people consider them both foreigners, but the foreigners win.
Wow, that's a great point.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, life finds a way.
Life does find a way, unless it's against SOS.
Yeah, not in Finals of BlizzCon.
In which he tries to find no regrets way, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, he just fails, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
It was close.
It's a good run. It was very close.
It was close.
Was it 3-4, right?
Yeah.
So.
And it was. It wasn't like it was like each game was. It was 1-0, then 1-1, then 2-1, then 2-2, then 2-3-2.
Yeah.
3-3, 4-3.
No, it's very tight.
Yeah.
As opposed to, say, if you could compare how good I looked versus how good Tony Tran looked, I would be so far ahead. But it wasn't a 4-0 like that. It was 4-3.
Yeah. Yeah, you are much better looking. I do agree.
Yeah, clearly.
Substantially, really. Yeah. Really, I don't even know why you'd make the comparison. It's a little bit insulting to you, wouldn't you say?
I know. It's just like to stand out. Okay. All right. We are going to go on a break here for a few minutes while we do some giveaways. I don't know how they're doing it here, but giveaways, raffle questions.
Ooh.
Which that's not a raffle. It's a trivia questions, I assume is what he meant.
Very
but
exciting.
So trivia questions. So we're going on a break. We'll be back in a few moments.
With the Legacy of the Void launch party.
And maybe with less things behind us.
Maybe.
But I don't think they could see these things anyway.
We have a Risk StarCraft actually behind us, which is really cool. It combines my 2 favorite things, boards and StarCraft. Boards and boxes, actually, yes.
Yeah.
And we do have, Jim Raynor being held up right there in the background.
Yeah.
Held hostage, in fact.
All right.
But yeah.
Indeed. So we'll be back in a few minutes with game number 4. And doing trivia here locally. We'll probably tell you guys the questions after.
Yeah. Okay. And you can guess.
You can, but nothing for you. But you can guess.
Yeah.
We can't even see what you say, but it'll be great.
We'll assume you're all right. You're all champions.